Hello, back again, and it's a little bit different this time because I'm recording from my car. I just got back from the dentist, and I don't know, do my teeth look cleaner? Hopefully they do. Anyway, today we're going to talk a little bit about car brands and car models, the different categories of vehicles, and stuff like that. As for me, I like cars a lot. I had a lot of different car models in the United States where I grew up, and I've had American cars, I don't know, Japanese cars, European cars. My first car was, American car is a Ford Mustang, a 1968 Mustang, and then I've had a Chevrolet Corvette. Japanese cars like a Toyota Supra, Mitsubishi Montero. Montero is called the Pajero in Brazil. European cars, Volkswagen Fox, a Porsche 914. Many different cars. I can maybe make another video and tell you more about these cars later. Uh, One thing about the United States is we 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 don't really have, or when I was there, we don't really have Italian or French cars. If we do, not very many. Um, but now I have. I don't know. Can you see which car I have? Do you see the logo? I don't know. Anyway, it's a Nissan. So now I have a Nissan Sentra. So, but there are many other cars. I hope to buy other cars in the future. And Let's go to the video over here. I made a video about the different categories of cars. So check it out.
Okay, so as you can see here, we have a bunch of car categories here with about what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. The first car in the top left-hand corner is a microcar, a mini car. This looks like the smart car, which is by Daimler. We have other mini cars, I guess, like the 500 or Cinquecento in Italian, which is by Fiat. And then to the right of that would be like a subcompact car. There are many subcompact cars here in Brazil. And maybe one we could mention here, I have a picture actually, is the Chevrolet Onix in 2019. This was the best sold car model in Brazil. And after that, we could highlight as a compact car. I put here, have another picture of the Toyota Corolla. This Corolla is actually the first car that actually operates. It's a hybrid, so it operates on gasoline and electric, but it also operates on ethanol. So gasoline, ethanol, and electric is the first car of its kind in the world. I have driven that. It's a pretty cool car. The Corolla is not really a small car for Brazilian standards, but on an international scale, or like in the United States, is still considered compact. And then a mid-sized car, you can see in the next category, maybe we can think of something like a Kia Optima or a Ford Fusion. Um, Keep in mind that I'm mentioning various car models here. Of course, there are many other ones, so these are the ones that come to my mind. On the next row over here is the entry-level luxury car. So maybe like a Toyota Camry. So these are maybe like a little bit more expensive than the previous category. And then the full-size executive car, we could maybe say like I mentioned that, like a Hyundai Azera. So this is a executive car. You can also call it like a premium vehicle, premium car. And then we got the mid-size, maybe luxury cars. I guess we can get into the luxury cars. I get, the Audi, BMW, Mercedes. So maybe like an Audi A6, BMW 5 Series, Mercedes E Series. And I have a picture over here of Volvo S90. So this is the Volvo S90. It has recently come into South America and I believe Brazil here. So that's a nice car as well. And then maybe like a full-size luxury car could be like a BMW 7 Series. BMW 7 Series or the Mercedes S-Class. So these are nice cars. They're a little more expensive than the previous category. So let's move on to the third column here, the convertible sport coupe. So there are quite a few of these. It's probably not so common for fleet, but Like I have a picture over here of the Ford Mustang convertible. That's nice. It comes like in a normal, like a coupe, and then also in a convertible. So most of you know, so the coupe is a two-door and the sedan is a four-door, right? So the executive cars and the premium cars, a lot of them are sedans. A lot of them are sedans, and we're getting into some cars that are a little more sporty in this third column. So there will be coupes. Huh? So as far as a Grand Tourer Sport Coupe, you can see the next picture over here. Well, we could think of it. Kind of looks like a Jaguar, Mercedes. I don't know, maybe a Jaguar XE SV. And then the next model here would be like a sports car, so a sports coupe. Maybe we could maybe like a Chevrolet Corvette. Interesting thing about the Chevrolet Corvette, this is the first year that the Corvette has a mid-engine, so it's kind of like like a Ferrari or something like that. The Corvette has always had their engine in the front. Now it's a mid-engine, so it's an interesting shape. It kind of looks more like this photo here. And then you got supercars, like supercar, maybe the sport coupe. So these are like more expensive cars, maybe like a Bugatti Veyron. So I got a nice picture of a Bugatti here. Probably not ideal for a fleet car, considering the cost involved, but it's a beautiful looking car. On the next column here, I'm sorry, the next row, we're starting off with a Roadster. So actually we have a car called the Roadster. It's a Tesla Roadster. It's the car that actually Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, shot up into space. So there is a rocket in space going to Mars with a Tesla Roadster in it. So very interesting marketing, Mr. Musk. So there are other Roadsters as well. Actually, this Roadster actually looks like a Porsche 911 Targa. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. And now look at the next one, a station wagon. Station wagons are practically obsolete now. They exist. We had a lot of these in the United States in the 70s. And look, I got an interesting picture of maybe one of the latest station wagons. This is a Chevrolet Caprice station wagon in the mid 80s. I believe it's a 1985. So we don't really have these anymore. They have been replaced by SUVs, yeah. And the next category over here is the category of like MPVs. MPVs meaning multi-purpose vehicles. And I have here for like a smaller one, is a Citroen Berlingo. So this is used in fleet if you need a vehicle of this type. And then finally would be a larger version. I don't have a picture, but maybe like a Renault Master. They're like larger vans that maybe you can use in fleet. The next row here, we got SUVs. So we have SUVs in different sizes. So you got mini, compact, mid-size, and full-size. So a mini could be like a Suzuki Jimmy, maybe like a compact SUV could be good. I have a picture over here of the Volkswagen T-Cross. The T-Cross was actually like about a couple months ago, during the middle of the pandemic, was selling quite well. So it was the best-selling vehicle, the T-Cross. So, and then maybe a little bit larger SUV. We can consider. I have also another picture of the Hyundai Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a nice vehicle as well. It's a little bit larger. And then even larger than this, we don't have so many in Brazil, but it's quite popular in the United States. For example, like a Lincoln Navigator. I don't have a picture, but it's a pretty big full-size SUV. And on the final row over here, I guess we can take a look at the pickup trucks. So you have again, the sizes, the mini, the mid-size, full-size, and then you have like the larger ones, the heavy-duty trucks. So for like the smaller ones, the mini ones, maybe like a Volkswagen Savero. The bed in the back is pretty small, but you can use it to carry around some things. And I really didn't, when I grew up in the United States, I really didn't see very many of these because we sell larger trucks. So maybe like a mid-size pickup. I have a picture over here of a Nissan Frontier. Nissan is actually starting to push more production of the Frontier in Argentina, with sales in Brazil, focusing on sales, increasing sales in Brazil. But there are other pickups in this category like that sell quite well. Like the Toyota Hilux, in South America, Hilux, and the other cars. I don't know. You got maybe the Volkswagen Amarok or something like that. But then you have the larger pickup trucks, like it's pretty large for Brazil standards, but the United States is kind of common, like the full-size pickup, maybe I guess you could consider like the Ford F-150. The Ford F-150, I have a picture of this one, so you can see it's a nice vehicle. It's actually, I don't know if it's still the best-selling vehicle in the United States, but for some time it's the best-selling vehicle in the United States, and it's a truck. So a lot of the people who buy this live in maybe a little bit more rural areas, but it sells quite well in the United States. And then finally, we have the larger pickups, the more heavy-duty trucks, maybe like a Dodge Ram 2500. So these are like trucks that you maybe use to carry more cargo, heavier cargo in the back. And so they're quite strong trucks if you need that. So these are some of the categories over here. Hopefully it gives you an idea of what the different categories are. You probably know most of them, but hey, and I got some interesting pictures for you. So I guess that's about it. Talk to you guys later.
Okay, so hopefully that gave you a little bit better idea about the different types of vehicle types out there. But I'm gonna get back on the road again.